Okay, here we are with the PowerPoint VBA. We have this shape, this triangle here that we wanted to animate. Wanted to make it a spin in 15 degrees with sound. So for that, we create a sub, and we're going to run this sub. See how far we get. So we go ahead and initialize the variables. We set the audio file that we wanted to add it as well. We initialize the object variable for my slide, which is number 5, and then we set my shape as well, the shape, the name of the shape. And here's how we add the animation to the shape. So we create an effect to it, and in this particular one, we wanted to create a spin effect. And so we go ahead and do that, and it creates this spin effect right here. As we can see, we can preview it, and it spins 360 degrees. We wanted to spin just 15 degrees and also have some sound. So we go next, and we add the sound to it, because it does not have a sound. You can see sound field is here. We could manually add it, but we want to go with code. But there's no sound thing here, and we're going to add it. We run this part of the code, and then all of a sudden, the effect is gone. We don't have the object anymore on the timeline. Therefore, the following commands will fail, and we're going to get an error because they're trying to get to a particular effect parameter on the spin effect. But since there is no more object in the timeline, then we get an error. And that's the problem we have in adding a sound to a spin effect. Okay, so we're going to stop here, this code, and we're going to start over again, but not with this sub. We're going to use a workaround sub. And here's the workaround sub. It's basically the same. So we're going to start the process again. We start the variables, set the audio file, set the slide, set the shape. And here, in the moment where we're going to create the effect, we're going to create an effect, but not a spin effect. We're going to use the appearance effect. Create the object, and next we're going to add the audio sound to the effect. We do that, we just add it, and we're going to take a look, and here's the audio effect into the appearance effect. So now we can test it and take a look. There's the sound, and also it appears all of a sudden, but we wanted this spin effect. So next step will be to change the timeline sequence of the object to a spin effect, and that's what this line does. So we're going to go ahead and proceed. Now it did change. Now we're going to add the degrees of the angle that we wanted to spin. We're going to say 15 degrees on it. And next, we're going to put a duration of 0.2 seconds. When we complete that, then we go ahead and play the animation. And here's what we have. That's the animation that we were looking for. Spin 15 degrees with audio. So the workaround is adding first a animation effect to an shape, and then adding the sound to it. After adding the sound to the effect, then we change the effect to a spin effect. And next, obviously, we set up the parameters that we want. So that's the only workaround to make it this effect appear the way it is.